Now Peter was sitting outside in the courtyard. One of the maids came over to him and said,
"You too were with Jesus the Galilean."
But he denied it in front of everyone, saying,
"I do not know what you are talking about."
As he went out to the gate, another girl saw him and said to those who were there,
"This man was with Jesus the Nazorean."
Again he denied it with an oath.
"I do not know the man."
A little later, the bystanders came over and said to Peter,
"Surely you too are one of them. Even your speech gives you away."
At that he began to curse and to swear.
"I do not know the man."
And immediately a cock crowed. Then Peter remembered the word that Jesus had spoken. "Before the cock crows, you will deny me 3 times. He went out and began to weep bitterly. When it was morning, all the chief priests and the elders of the people took counsel against Jesus to put him to death. They bound him, led him away, and handed him over to Pilate, the governor. Then Judas, his betrayer, seeing that Jesus had been condemned, greatly regretted what he had done. He returned the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and the elders, saying,
"I have sinned in betraying innocent blood."
They said,
"This is debt to us. Look to it yourself."
Flinging the money into the temple, he departed and went off and hanged himself. The chief priest gathered up the money and said,
"It is not lawful to deposit this in the temple treasury, for it is the price of blood."
After consultation, they used it to buy the potter's field as a burial place for foreigners. That is why that field even today is called the Field of Blood. Then was fulfilled what had been said through Jeremiah the prophet. And they took the 30 pieces, the value of a man with a price on his head, a price set by some of the Israelites, and they paid it out to the potter's field, for the potter's field, just as the Lord had commanded me. Now Jesus stood before the governor, who questioned him.
"Are you the king of the Jews?"
Jesus said,
"You say so."
and when he was accused by the chief priests and elders, he made no answer. Then Pilate said to him,
"Do you not hear how many things they are testifying against you?"
But he did not answer him one word.